Yeah, I talk about eggs all the time. Hello everybody, and welcome to this episode, which is going to be a little bit different. My time this week hasn't allowed me to do the full episode that I was hoping for, but luckily I had something in the bag which I think you might find quite interesting and quite silly. Now, I'm going to let you into a little secret. For today's episode, we're exploring something that I find entirely fascinating, and that's the world of robots and AI and all of that sort of strange stuff. And I thought it would be really, really fun to see if an AI could write an episode of Macabre London. So I went into this entirely blind. Neil found the AI program and got it to generate a couple of different episode topics for me. And I just went out and read them. I think you should find it amusing. We found it hilarious. So I really hope you do too. And I didn't want to leave you in the lurch and not release anything this time. So I thought this would just be a little good stopgap until I can get the next episode finished and recorded and ready to go. So hopefully that's okay for you. So I hope you enjoyed this mini-sode. This is not my normal thing, so if this is your first time here, then please go and listen to something else. Also, equally, if you're not interested in this silly episode, then go and listen to one of the old ones. It's probably been a while since you have, and you probably won't remember all of it, so it might be a good idea to delve back into the archive. But enjoy this little dose of silliness. Grab your magnifying glass and swanky moustache and join me as I investigate another spooky mini mystery and go on the hunt for a famous writer. In my travels with Your London Legacy, I've met wonderful people from all walks of life, cultures, backgrounds and ages. I can hear you going...
That's what you get.
How does it know that I've been on that show? That's weird. In my travels with Your London Legacy, I have met wonderful people from all walks of life, cultures, backgrounds and ages, and I am incredibly grateful to each and every one of them for sharing their precious time with me. That doesn't make any sense.
None of it does.
As more Macabre London is brand new on YouTube, we'd love it if you could share the show so you can reach more people. If you'd like to purchase something to help produce the show or help with research, please visit my Amazon wishlist. Well, it's got that right.
Straight in with the plug.
Straight in. It's every 2 weeks apart, so you get one story from London and one from around the world every 2 weeks. Well, yes.
What was it now?
No, I do episodes fortnightly.
Okay.
Justin and Ellen are two extraordinary young men. Justin and Ellen are two extraordinary young men whose exceptional courage has undoubtedly saved lives, for which the two young Londoners have received many special awards. They did not even suspect that they were at the epicenter of a... I can't say that on YouTube. I'll have to bleep it. That claimed the lives of 8 innocent victims, injured and changed the lives of dozens of others. Almost immediately after Dr. John Watson moves into the Baker Street apartment, they become involved in mysteries, with Sherlock's nemesis, Moriarty, seemingly having a hand in the crimes. This is all over the place.
Yeah.
My eye keeps watering. A passionate relationship develops and Claire Randall... Who's Claire Randall?
Seriously. Just roll with it.
Where's she come from? A passionate relationship develops and Claire Randall finds herself between two very different men in two disharmonious lives. Suddenly Claire is transported to 1743 to a mysterious world where her freedom and life are in danger. Where the River Thames flows past London into the 19th century having... Where the River Thames flows past London into the 19th century Havering district, workers have found a bust of a woman in the water. Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. Although London was rebuilt in the 19th century... Wait. Although London was rebuilt in the 19th century after the Great Fire of 1666 to deal with the housing crisis, by 1800 it was again in the toilet, only this time with much more people. Yes, of course. In 1860, the population of London was 3 times that of 18... What? Hang on. In 1860, the population of London was 3 times that of 1811, bringing it to about 3,188,485. At that time, the Industrial Revolution was in full swing, leading to a massive population boom. Well, they've got it right, sort of, but the dates aren't right. As a consequence, the incumbent production unit was able to put together a crew for a lot of shows. The days of an impresario laying an egg, golden or not, or feeding a chick to maturity are over. Okay. Well, I think my job is slightly safe there. I don't think the AI can replace what I do by the looks of it just yet. So I think we're probably okay.
That's exactly what you sound like.
Yeah.
I listen to your podcast.
Yeah, I talk about eggs all the time. Okay, there's another script. I think I might have to have a drink in between that one. Script number 2. These stories, taken mostly from local press archives, date back a long time. The earliest alleged sightings of Jumping Jack were made in London in 1837, and the last sighting reported in much of the secondary literature was in Liverpool in 1904.
Are you aware of a Jumping Jack?
No.
They've just...
I think they've decided Spring Hill Jack is Jumping Jack.
Jumping Jack.
Yeah. The stories told by these figures were part of a distinct London ghost tradition, which, according to some writers, formed the basis of the latter legend of Jumping Jack. For decades, especially in London, the name Jack the Jumper... For decades, especially in London, the name Jack the Jumper was identified with the black man to scare children into misbehaving, telling them that if they weren't good, Jack the Jumper would jump up and find them, would look through their bedroom windows at night.
This sounds totally like the computer has copied someone's homework.
Yeah.
Changing the words to try and make it less obvious.
Yeah, and also writing the same words over and over to make sure that they get to the word count. Other disappearance stories include a retired local who reported seeing a flock of mallards fly over a swamp and disappear into thin air. In many cases, the witnesses were not believed. Some were even accused of fabricating stories to cover up a murder or accident. Yes, it's those ducks. The ducks did it. The coachman's story was ridiculed in the media at the time, and while he retained the confidence of a naval officer, his reputation appeared to have taken some damage. Phil Wilmot started writing the scripts and sent one of them intact in a brown envelope to a BBC address in London, where a brilliant producer took it and put it on Radio 4. What script?
It's Phil Wilmot. Yeah, you remember Phil from earlier on?
No?
No, yeah, I'm not surprised he wasn't in it earlier.
No, he wasn't in it earlier on.
Yeah, but he dominates the script from here on in. So,
is he friends with whatever? Claire Randall. Rotherhithe Playhouse had a fantastic general manager who is now gone, so Phil Wilmot.
You're living in Phil's story now, bitch.
Hang on. It's going too fast. I've got to come back again. I need to find out who Phil Wilmot is. Sorry, Phil Wilmot, if you're listening.
Phil Wilmot is a British director, playwright, arts journalist, teacher, and founder of London-based theatre production company The Steam Industry. He was the artistic director of the Finborough Theatre in London's Earl's Court from 1994 to 1999. He is also a great friend to all of the Robot Nation. We love you, Philly W. You write the best playsies. Kiss kiss.
Rotherhithe Playhouse had a fantastic general manager who is now gone, so Phil Wilmot is looking. I make the best choices I can, and every day I try... I make the best choices I can, and every day I try to do it better. That's just a little aside there for me and my life story, apparently. Yeah. Theatre is a knife edge, and Phil Wilmot, he's back again.
Phil Wilmot, the main protagonist of this story.
Yeah. Theatre is a knife edge, and Phil Wilmot still feels like it's 10 o'clock because he puts out fires every day. I feel that there may be some recent retirees who would like to learn how to manage one project a year. Phil Wilmot always assumes that people are fed up with things like Macbeth or Great Expectations and recognise them inside and out. There's no full stop at the end of that sentence. Check out our top tips on London's weird sights, restaurants and hidden places. If you're still looking for the scary, gross and downright weird, follow our guide to the weirdest things in London or explore more unusual museums. Macabre London can also be found on social media, such as YouTube and Instagram. Macabre London is published daily on the
Daily.
Macabre London is published daily on the Macabre London YouTube channel and podcast at 3 o'clock GMT. It is most definitely not.
Yeah,
I can't
it
do.
is,
I can't do.
That's canon.
No,
That's canon.
wait,
3 o'clock
I
every day,
I
you know.
once did an episode every day for a month and it almost killed me. Don't make me do it again. Well, I think, yeah, as I said, I think we're safe in the knowledge that I'm not going to be replaced anytime soon. I think we're all right. No beep robot can sit in this chair, I don't think, and write a decent episode. Oh well, that makes me feel slightly better about myself. The end.
Good script, yeah.
Okay, so there we have it. I think I'm safe in the knowledge that I'm not going to be replaced anytime soon. Thank you for joining me for this one. I hope you had a good time. If you are new here and you have stuck around for this one, thanks very much. If you like that, then you're really going to like the actual proper written episodes. So please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you ghouls next time with another video. I can't do the hand clappy thing because I'm holding my phone and the microphone, so it's not going to happen this time. But I will see you ghouls next time. Bye. I make the best choices I can, and every day I try to do it better.